What up, boys? Welcome to the morning. Welcome to the day. Look how cool he is. He's a dope cat. Hi, buddy. Alright, so today, what am I thinking? I'm thinking I'm probably going to walk you guys through my eating. I'm probably not going to go to the gym today. I'll show you guys what I weigh here in a little bit.
185.4 with sweatpants and a sweatshirt on, so realistically probably like 183.
Cheers, boys. Nitro cold brew action. These are amazing. Probably my favorite thing to get. And I really don't go to Starbucks much. Usually just like once on the weekend, so I guess weekly, it's a decent amount. This would be the first thing that I'm having for the day. And also, I was pretty light, 183. I'm usually not that light. But coming to think about it, I ended up going in the sauna a lot longer than I expected last night. I stayed in for close to an hour and then went to the hot tub after, and obviously the hot tub's dehydrating your body as well. So lost quite a bit of fluids and didn't have a real big dinner last night, just like a piece of salmon and some rice. So, you know, naturally a little bit lighter. I was expecting to be a little bit heavier. Oh well. Got my coffee, about to go on a little drive, and also I said I wasn't going to the gym today. Total lie. I just meant to say I'm not going to work out. I'm not going to do like a muscle group today. I'll probably go and swim and sauna. Whoever's watching these videos, if you have any questions about any of the things that I do, why I work out the way I do, leave a comment and I'll gladly answer you, because there's only usually 0 to 3 comments per video. So I look at all of them, and if it's like a genuine question, more than happy to answer them. One thing I'll mention about my style of lifting, and I've said this before, but I think there's a million different ways that you can weight train. Not necessarily in terms of technique on particular movements. I don't think my way is the right way to weight train by any means, okay? So I just do the things that I enjoy doing. That way it's easier for me to stay consistent with it. So if you're watching a workout video and you don't like a particular exercise that I do, you don't like the rep range that I do, you don't like something, right? It doesn't really matter, okay? The important part is that you're going in the gym and putting in the work, not critiquing every possible thing. What up, what up? All right, before I go to the gym, I wanted to place a question in your head that I was asking myself last night that I couldn't really come up with a good answer to, so I'm gonna go revisit it today. And it's part of a book, Jordan Peterson, one of the few books I actually enjoy reading, because I feel like I can pick up, go to any chapter, go to any page and start reading and learn something. So I came home last night from dinner and I was reading this and I couldn't come up with a good answer for it. So I'm going to revisit it today and add it to the video before I go to the gym. This is from the 4th rule: compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. A few pages in, this is what it says, and I'm just going to read a paragraph. Called upon properly, the internal critic will suggest something to set in order, which you could set in order, which you would set in order voluntarily, without resentment, even with pleasure. Ask yourself, is there one thing that exists in disarray in your life or your situation that you could and would set straight? Could you and would you fix that one thing that announces itself humbly in need of repair? Could you do it now? Imagine that you are someone with whom you must negotiate. Imagine further that you're lazy, touchy, resentful, and hard to get along with. With that attitude, it's not going to be easy to get you moving. You might have to use a little charm and playfulness. Excuse me, you might say to yourself, without irony or sarcasm. I'm trying to reduce some of the unnecessary suffering around here. I could use some help. Keep the diversion at bay. I'm wondering if there's anything that you would be willing to do. I'd be very grateful for your service. Ask yourself, honestly, with humility, that is no simple matter. So what you're asking yourself is, you're trying to reduce some of the unnecessary suffering in your life.
what could you do without being resentful while you do it, and you got to try to enjoy it. I genuinely stopped reading after that. I set the book down, I thought to myself, and I couldn't come up with a great answer, right? What is some of the unnecessary suffering in your life that you could and would take care of? I'm going to sit here and think about it for a little bit. Maybe you guys will sit and think about it as well. See what you can come up with. It goes on to say that you have to negotiate with yourself, and you got to negotiate with yourself honestly. So he says, start with something very small and then give yourself a reward. And the reward is very important. So if you go, let's say you go clean your room, probably a pretty big cop-out. If you listen to Jordan Peterson often, I feel like, you know, obviously that's something he's been saying for quite a long time. But if you clean your room, give yourself a shot of espresso or give yourself some type of reward for the little thing that you set straight in your life, regardless of how small it is. But ask yourself, like, what's one thing that you could set straight in your life that would make your life a little bit better tomorrow than it is today? To give you an example, a few paragraphs over, it says, you might ask yourself, what I could say to someone else, my friend, my brother, my boss, my assistant, that would make things a little bit more right between us tomorrow. So it's not about getting everything done in one day. It's just trying to progressively add something a little bit better and better to your life each day, or set something straight in your life that you could and would do without resentment. And it's a hard question to ask yourself, right? This is a book that I actually enjoy reading in comparison to, like, when I was going through school. There would be no chance I would read any of the assigned books that we were doing. So I always thought they were boring, right? And about to go swim in sauna, and I'm not sure if I'll record that, to be honest. I don't think anybody needs to really see that, but I will show you guys what I end up eating after the gym. Haven't even started eating for the day. I might down a protein shake before I go. All right, first thing that we're eating for today. Drinking, I guess. A little protein shake, 30 grams of protein, and then a little cheese stick. Start with 35 grams of protein, 11 o'clock right now, and that's what we'll be starting with. I wanted an apple, but I don't have any here. All I have is clementines, and I don't really want one. So that's what we're starting with. Peace.
Just got done doing 30 minutes of laps, 29 to be exact. But I'm gonna go sit in the sauna, stretch for probably 20-30 minutes, and then probably hit the hot tub. Is it just me, or does anybody else want to push this dude in?
All right, what's going on, guys? Just finished up the workout. We did 29 minutes doing laps. Didn't do 30. I really just didn't want to do the last one, to be honest. And then we did 30 minutes in the sauna. Now we're going to go get some Chipotle for our first meal. It's 1:30 right now, maybe a little 1:32. So this is going to be our first meal of the day. I don't really count the protein shake as a meal, you know. It's just like a little bit of protein. But we're gonna go get some Chipotle, go get some carbs in our system, and I'll let you guys know what I get at Chipotle. Almost always double chicken. What's your guys' order? I already know what I'm gonna go with. White rice, both kinds of beans, double chicken, hot sauce, sour cream, corn, cheese, and lettuce. Hallelujah. I'm pretty hungry. Sup with it. Double beans, free protein that you can just add on to your double chicken bowl. The beans have more carbs than I originally thought. Because last time Max was home, we were talking about this exact meal, because I went and got Chipotle and I was like, why don't you get double beans? And he wasn't on board with it. And I was like, extra, you know, free protein because I don't charge you for the beans. So we looked it up, and beans actually have a decent amount of carbs in them. Complex carbs, not sugars, so, you know, it makes it a little bit better for you. But yeah, I was pretty surprised. Not a lot of fats, just protein and carbs in beans, but more carbs than I expected. How many grams of protein in double chicken and double beans? Cheers. How many Chipotle bowls or burritos do you guys think you could eat, given that you don't have to get double meat? What do you think you could get? I think I could do 3. 4 would be a stretch. Maybe I should do a little eating video. You guys ever see that, what's his name? Meat versus beard, beard versus meat. The Canadian guy with the giant beard that goes around doing a bunch of food challenges. I think that'd be so fun. I remember I'd watch him during wrestling season and I'd always get so jealous. I don't know, probably 10 meals planned out, like 10 to 20 meals planned out after my sophomore year wrestling season. And I ended up gaining 30 pounds in 30 days. After my junior year as well, I gained 30 pounds in 30 days, which is quite a bit. And obviously a lot of that's water, right? Just rehydrating your muscles. But I'm just gonna say, for people that are trying to lose weight and they think going without food is hard, or just being a little bit hungry is hard, I have absolutely no sympathy for that. Literally, like, none. Try depleting your body of liquids and fluids and then see how you feel. Like, a very stark contrast between being thirsty and being hungry. When you're thirsty, you don't even think about food. Like, don't even contemplate it at all, regardless of how hungry you are. It's water that you want. So when people struggle to, like, not eat in order to lose weight, it's just like, I don't know, I have I guess a lack of sympathy. I guess I could probably talk about water intake. I drank 2 when I was swimming within the 30 minutes, and then another 3 in the sauna. And then the coffee this morning doesn't really count as water. I mean, it's water based, but it has caffeine in it, obviously, and caffeine dehydrates your body. But somebody was telling me in the sauna the other day that coffee is still hydrating your body because the amount of caffeine to the amount of water that's actually in the coffee, it's still going to end up hydrating you, even though caffeine dehydrates you, if that makes any sense. I'm a little stuffy. I definitely should have used the steam room when I was there. I don't know what I was thinking. Got a lot of people sick at my work right now. My mom is sick. Her husband's sick. My brother is sick. And a lot of people at work. So don't want to be catching anything, to be honest. Got to take my vitamin D, which reminds me, I took my last 2 pills of vitamin D yesterday, so I got to order some more. Thank God there's Amazon. Dunzo. Bang. Oikos. Easiest 30 grams of protein you can get, and a very easy snack, right? It doesn't really fill you up. It takes maybe 2-3 minutes to eat, and you got a good little snack on your hands. 30 grams of protein, and how many calories? I don't think it says. 0 added sugar, 0 fats, 0 artificial sweeteners, and they taste amazing. If you guys ever eat Greek yogurt and then try to go back to regular yogurt like Yoplait or something, I feel like it tastes like cream cheese. So, like, I can't eat regular yogurt anymore, and I used to love it. A little bit of a downfall, but obviously these are still great and good for you. Another thing that I'll mention about eating protein, the quality of the protein that you're getting matters. And then you also don't necessarily want to be eating
all of your protein in one sitting. But if you're only having 1 meal a day, you better be sure to be getting your protein in. Or 2 meals a day, get your protein in. I don't really care how many meals you have, right? Just try to get to around 1 gram per pound of body weight.
I just have to decide what I want to make. I want to make this into a burger right now. I guess I can share that and share with you guys the backyard. Me and my brothers, my dad built that. Actually, minus Carter. Fuck you, Carter. No, I'm kidding. Carter just wasn't home. There's the owl. We used to have a mushroom back here. Still have a mushroom back here. That was disappointing. My hands are actually pretty cold. I've been eating snow for a while. I've literally just been munching on the snow. What about it? What are you gonna do? Low calorie. I'm pretty sure snow and rain is the dirtiest water though. So if you're a health freak about everything, you might not want to do this. I wonder if snow's as dirty as rain. I don't know. I just know rain is some of the dirtiest water. Everything that precipitates basically will go up into the sky. And a lot of the things are pretty dirty down on the ground. Makes you wonder. I've been editing this YouTube video. I've actually had a decent amount of fun doing it, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's next for the day, but I'll tell you what should be next, or what potentially could be next. Or I could just record the entire thing and find out what happens, but would I ever want to edit that? All right, so I tell you what's gonna happen. We're still going to get some more protein in. And I don't know, either go and hang out with some friends or stay in, watch some football. Should I end the video? I don't know, my arm's getting a little tired. Kidding. No, I can feel it though. Holding your arms up like that. It's like permanently doing a monster, right? Feels a little weird. Can definitely get a shoulder pump doing this though. Switch arms. What's up from the other side? Hello. Here's my pile of snow. A lot of good memories here. Obviously, you want to keep the place where you grew up at, right? Do you guys feel the same way? I don't know. Probably go read Jordan Peterson for a bit, sit in the massage chair, throw in some football. Maybe give myself a haircut. My hair's pretty long. I usually let it grow out in the winter a little bit, and this is pretty grown out for me.
Boom. This will be the last meal, a little ribeye, a glass of milk, and football.